Our ABC 15 Health Insider Town Hall continues for you this morning, and we are back with Dr. Janice Johnson from Redirect Health answering your questions about the COVID vaccine. Thank you again, and we want to get right to our first question right now. It comes to us from ANITA Smith out of Gilbert. She says there has been nothing mentioned about the people who've had COVID and have fully recovered. So how safe is it for them to visit with a vaccinated person with both of them not wearing a mask?
Well, we definitely know that everybody wants, to get back to seeing the people that we miss so much. The CDC has just recently made some recommendations about just that, about how people who are both vaccinated can safely visit each other. So if you have two groups of people that are fully vaccinated, the recommendations now are that you can safely visit without wearing a mask indoors or by staying 6 feet apart. So that's the great news. I'm sure that as time goes on, they will give more recommendations about those who are unvaccinated visiting those that are vaccinated, or those that are COVID recovered visiting vaccinated. As time goes on, we'll get clearer and clearer instructions for that. If someone does have COVID or is COVID recovered, we want to make sure that they are definitely out of that quarantine period before they would be around others. That's still the bottom line. And we want everyone to make sure that they're following those guidelines very, very clearly.
So it is okay then for a vaccinated person to talk with someone who is fully recovered from COVID without a mask?
So that's not what I said. So if someone is vaccinated visiting another person that is vaccinated, yes, that is perfectly fine. If you are COVID recovered,
yep,
and
out of quarantine,
out of the quarantine and visiting someone who is vaccinated, there is still a chance that you could get COVID again and transmit that to someone. So definitely the vaccinated person is in a much better spot than someone who has not been vaccinated.
Just wanted to make sure. So the message is mask up just to be safe. Okay. Diane Connor is saying this. She's asking, does it matter if a person gets 2 doses of the same brand vaccine, or can they get 1 dose, say, of Pfizer and the other of Moderna?
So we want you to stick with the same product. So that is still the recommendation, that if you start with Pfizer, you end with Pfizer. If you start with Moderna, you end with Moderna. And if you get the Johnson & Johnson, of course, that's just the 1 dose shot.
Okay. All right. There you go. Clearing that up. This one is coming from Janice Kennedy. She's out of MESA, and she says, I've had 1 dose of Moderna. Can I get the new Johnson & Johnson vaccine when it becomes available instead of the second Moderna shot? But I think you did just answer that very question. Okay.
Yeah, that's basically the same information. Again, we want you to stick with the same product.
Okay. Julie ANTUNES of Cave Creek says this: I've had more than a few friends experience COVID-like symptoms for days, like 1 to 3 after receiving that second Moderna shot. What can I do, if anything, to prepare for this?
So it is fairly common, although some people have no side effects at all after receiving the vaccine. Just, might not plan a big activity right after getting your vaccine. If you were to get side effects, it's typically within the first 12 to 24 hours. So maybe just kind of lay low, just so that you're not maybe feeling unwell. Tylenol would be fine to take, just making sure you're getting plenty of rest and fluids.
Okay, all right, that's great. And this is one we're hearing over and over again. I'm sure you at home have heard this as well. Many friends have said that second dose was worse than the first dose. Why?
Yeah, so lots of people are reporting that, and so your body has been exposed to the vaccine and has started to mount an immune reaction. That second time, it's kind of cute. It's had a little bit of training, right? And so it's ready to recognize that vaccine, and it kind of kicks into gear. So it's really just your body showing an immune response.
Okay, and that makes sense, right? Going, hey, I know you're there. I'm going to protect you. It might take a minute.
Yep.
All right.
That's right.
Dr. Janice Johnson, thank you for your time this morning. We really do appreciate it.
You're welcome.